All right. Hey, South Texas. I hope your day is going well. It is a beautiful day across the region today. Of course, a little bit on the warm side for this time of year, but temperatures today expected to really go up into the 60s and 70s across the region. Going to be absolutely beautiful to spend some time outdoors. If you have any questions for me, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer them. I see Johnny is already asking, when is the cooler weather going to arrive? We're going to answer that in just a second, Johnny, I promise. First of all, though, let's jump into this forecast. Allergy report showing heavy amounts today for mold and mountain cedar, but a huge drop in mold. Remember, yesterday we were at 11,500 for mold, and now we're down to 1,430. One of the big reasons we were so high for mold was all the moisture we had over the weekend in the air and a little bit of drizzly conditions that we were dealing with. Mountain cedar is still heavy. It did jump up a little bit compared to yesterday, so that's not surprising since we did have winds out of the northwest this morning rather. Northwest San Antonio showing 63 degrees, 68 at San Antonio Airport, 67 at Calaveras Lake. Fairly warm out there, lots of blue sky to go around. I'm looking out my window here. I see a good amount of blue sky. There are a few clouds out there. It's not completely clear, but we are dealing with just pretty much stunning conditions across South Texas. Check out Calaveras Lake, 67, and you can see all that sunshine there. I believe there's a little bit of smoke there on the horizon? Possibly. They are doing a controlled burn today down on I believe, the Mission Reach of the San Antonio Riverwalk. So do not be surprised if you end up seeing a little bit of smoke in the air from that. It is very possible for us to possibly see a little bit of that later on today. Meanwhile, out at the airport, things not looking too bad there. Pretty quiet conditions out towards the airport. So let's run through the timeline here. Nothing on radar, of course, just nothing but a little bit of cloud cover passing through on satellite. Check out up towards the Texas Panhandle, though. It is cold up there. A little bit of snow passing near Amarillo and near Lubbock. Definitely very cold up there compared to what we're dealing with for today. Taking a look at our temperatures, 60 degrees in Fredericksburg, 63 in Rock Springs, 68 in San Antonio already, and it's 75 in George Weston Beeville, 77 in Port Lavaca. Not a bad beach day if you're headed down towards the Texas coastline. By the time we get to around 3:30 p.m., we're expecting 73 for San Antonio. Notice the winds starting to switch more out of the east and then out of the south eventually before our next funnel boundary arrives at 1 a.m. At 1 a.m. on Wednesday, overnight tonight, our next cold front moves through. Look at those winds out of the northwest. Here's the catch. We're not going to get any rain with this. Less than a 10% chance of a brief period of drizzle or two. That's about it. We start off tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and this is that wind, guys. People were asking, when is the cooler weather arriving? Tonight. By the time we head into tomorrow afternoon, we only rise into the lower to mid-60s across parts of the region. Fredericksburg may only hit 58, and then you see lower 70s for areas south of Highway 90. Continuing through the timeline, you'll notice that we're not going to get a lot in the way of sunshine here, guys, on Wednesday night and then into Thursday, really Wednesday late afternoon. Of course, we're not getting sunshine Wednesday night, but we're getting a lot more cloud cover, rather, on Wednesday night. And then that continues as we head throughout the time period on Thursday. We're going to have wind switch a little bit more to the east and then eventually southeast. And you see there, temperatures starting off in the 30s and 40s on Thursday. Lots of cloud cover. That's going to continue for a majority of the day on Thursday. We're going to start seeing more of those partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. So we have two systems this week. One's bringing cooler air. Another one's bringing a better chance for rain. The first system brings little to no rain. That's the one tonight, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. That's our first cold front. It brings us a cool down for the end of the week. We talked about that just a second ago, where those temperatures are going to be down for the 40s for lows and 60s for highs. And then we have a second system. Notice the time frame there in the top right corner of the screen. This is Saturday morning. The second system is going to bring a slightly better chance for rain, and I mean just slight. Barely any rain expected over the next 7 days for our region. You'll see that in a moment. And temperatures, they're going to stay above average. So still expecting 70s for highs with that second system on Saturday. And here's a look at how it's going to look as far as rainfall is concerned. You see nearly everybody in South Texas is going to make it through the next 7 days without a drop of rain. Now, I expect maybe a trace or two that may not be picked up here on this rainfall forecast for the next 7 days. We may get a trace in some spots, like a brief period of drizzle. That's why we have a 20% chance for rain in on Saturday, but that's about it. You look at what the weather models are showing. This is 4 different weather models for the next 5 days showing less than 1/100 of an inch of rain across the entire region, or across San Antonio rather. It's not looking very good for any of us. We need the rainfall. It just doesn't look like we're going to get it. Johnny is asking, I'm wondering if we will be standing in line outside for vaccinations tomorrow. It will be cold, but Johnny, it won't be too cold. That's the good news. 40s and 50s, a light jacket should be able to help keep you warmer. You'll just want to make sure that you have a jacket. Thank goodness we're not going to have temperatures in the 20s or 30s, so it could be worse. But I hope that they have a way to make sure everyone stays warm who could be waiting for their vaccinations. Notice that the rainfall for this month is still well behind the average. It does look like we will finish January with below average rainfall. Because, again, we only have one more chance for rain in the 7-day forecast. That's a 20% chance. That's one more chance for rain in the entire month. And you can see the lows there, 40s and 30s for Wednesday through Friday, highs in the lower to mid-60s. That's around average this time of year. Average is 64. But then, like I said, we're going to go back above average for the second cold front and stay above average. 70s for highs, 40s for lows, and then you see Monday even bringing 68 there for the high. So temperatures staying for a majority of the week above average. For a majority of the week, we're staying with below average rainfall. But how do we look beyond the 7-day forecast? From day 8 through day 14, it looks like we'll continue the trend of either below average rainfall to right around average for our region. Parts of the Midwest are going to see above average rainfall. And then as far as temperatures are concerned, these warmer than average temperatures we're dealing with, that is also expected to continue. So expect these above average temperatures to also kind of stick around. As far as the Lone Star 3-day forecast is concerned, it's not just drier for us the next 3 days. Much of the state deals with that. Amarillo dealing with a little bit of freezing precipitation / snow today. We just saw that a moment ago when we were looking at satellite radar. And then everyone else staying dry. So if you're doing any traveling over the next 3 days, looking like you may need a jacket in some spots, but nothing too messy out there for our roads. And your Texas State Park forecast, of course, I love the state parks here in South Texas. Make sure you head out and check them out. Always make sure you make a reservation beforehand, and make sure you wear a mask because they are required in parts of the parks. Whenever you're on the trails, I don't think they're needed, but if you're ever inside of a building, they do require that at state parks. So head out and check those out, guys. I just wanted to hop on here, give you a quick update on everything. Here's another look at that 7-day forecast. It's a pretty quiet week for us ahead. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson is going to have the latest update to the forecast. We'll have the latest update on news across the region at noon. Be sure to tune into Kent's 5 at 12 o'clock for the latest updates on everything. And then Weather Chief Bill Taylor's in at 4, 5, 6, and 10 tonight. Be sure to tune in then. Meteorologist Megan Massey is going to have a special report on La Nina at 5 o'clock and what La Nina really does and means and what La Nina has kind of done in the past for parts of South Texas. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm going to talk a little bit about how our mold spike, why they spiked so high yesterday, and when's the last time we had mold spike that high. It's been quite a bit. That's going to be a special report at 4 o'clock. So be sure to tune in. We'll keep you updated on everything right here at Kent's 5. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Make sure that you also have the Kent's 5 app. We are live on the app right now, and we're live on Kents5.com. We want to make sure you can get all the news and weather information you can get whenever you're on the go, wherever you may be. So we'll keep you updated on everything, and stay tuned with us right here at Kent's 5.